All right, guys. This is the mountain bike man. Try to say that 3 times fast. Mountain bike man morning podcast. And I went to the dentist yesterday. So we do have our next project lined up. It's going to be about $3,500. It's essentially 3 caps. Then there'll be a 4th and a 5th and a 6th, and then a thorough cleaning of my teeth, and all of that's going to be about $9,000. So it is what it is, but it'll be 100% except for your every other year cleaning type deal of your teeth. And I use 2 water picks now, and this one comes camping with me, and I use a slight 5-in-1 bleach solution when you do use your water pick, so it disinfects, kills all the bacteria between your gum and your tooth enamel in that general area. Pretty slick. So I've been neglecting my teeth for years, so now it's like my time to pay the piper. So I had one of those frozen packs of cherries, seedless cherries, and I'm going to warn you guys right now, don't buy them because they're not all seedless. And I bit into one of them, and that's how 2 of my back molars cracked. So, by biting into one of those cherries, and there was still a seed in it. You're expecting that the bag says seedless, so you're expecting seedless cherries. Do you follow me? But in any case, so those 2 are going to be capped. And evidently there's one close to those 2 that is got a cavity, and it's very close to the nerve. So they're going to, I believe they're going to do a root canal on that particular tooth, which means they're going to kill it, and then they're going to cap it. So if you don't take care of it, that cavity will eventually get to that nerve, and you'll have to have it extracted, or killed and capped. And so we're going to do, it's a total of 6 more caps and a thorough cleaning. Each cap is about $1,300, and then the thorough cleaning is about $900, I guess, or something like that. So they do have some pretty, but that's the whole package, and it'll be done over the next 2 months, and we'll be styling. And I'm very happy with what they did up here. I mean, it looks natural. It's very good. This fucking guy's an artist. Anyways, we're getting ready to do our morning run, and I had a Cologuard test, and there was a positive result, so I have to have a colonoscopy done. And the thing that was pissing me off about this colonoscopy thing is, first of all, it's a doctor of Indian descent. I went to his office yesterday. It's all drabby and dark and India colors, and this is not a bad thing. I'm just saying, 4 out of the 5 employees are India descent. I'm just making a point. I'm just stating the facts. But in any case, I went in there. I've got great health insurance. I got 2 medical cards that cover everything 100%. So I told the people, listen, man, I can't believe that I have to wait 2 months to have this done. You know what I'm saying? And they said, we'll put you up. We'll take care of you with the next cancellation. We'll put you in line for the next cancellation. And I went in on a Friday, and by the time they got through doing all my paperwork and everything, and because I've got 2 medical cards, and because I told them that, my doctor's looking for somebody that can do this a lot sooner, they said, we can do it on Monday. So the point being, I'm going in for a colonoscopy. Today's Saturday. I'm going in for the colonoscopy on Monday at 3:15 p.m. So it's a procedure that's done a billion times. The thing I don't like about it is they do have to anesthetize you, but you know what I'm saying, I don't see any problem. I don't like being anesthetized. I'm a firm advocate about not being anesthetized, but it's the nature of the beast. We're going to have to do it. You have to start fasting on Sunday morning when you wake up. You can't eat anything. You can only drink clear fluids like 7-Up, Sprite, water. That's it. No food. There's a certain window where you have to drink a certain fluid, which I'm going to go get from the pharmacy here this morning. I'll check my paperwork and I'll see when that window is where you have to drink all of that fluid during a certain 4-hour period. I'm not sure, but I have all the paperwork over there that tells me when it is. But in any case, I see this as a small blip on the radar. I don't see any problems. You know, you can have false positive readings all the time, false negatives. So this is something that when any gentleman that gets 45 years or older, you do have a colonoscopy done, probably at least once every 10 years, depending on your family history, maybe 3 to 7 years. So I'm having one done on Monday. So like I said, it's going to be a small blip on the radar. I don't expect any problems. I expect everything to go smoothly. You know, I might have some fissures in my colon that are possibly bleeding. I may have a bleeding polyp. I'm just showing you possibilities. What they will do is they will cut these polyps off. They will do a biopsy on them and see if they're benign or malignant. And I don't expect any problems. I expect them to be benign. If there is an issue there, they might not even find anything. So, but I will say there's most certainly some polyps that will have to be snipped off. I believe my brother had the same issue, you know, like 15 years ago. He's 7 years my senior, 8 years my senior. So, I believe he had some. It's not something you discuss at the dinner table, but I do discuss it right here in front of with you. That way, I'm going to help you when you get to be in that 45 age demographic. This is what you have to do if you want to maintain a healthy and live a long life. You do want to pop a few colonoscopies schedules in your life, you know what I'm saying, as you get older. But in any case, we're going to go in on Monday and have it done. And Tuesday I had a dentist appointment. I decided to push it back a couple of days because I'm sure I'm not going to be feeling too chipper on Tuesday to do a 2-hour dental visit. So we'll push it back to Thursday. Wednesday I'm getting a facial at my Botox treatment center, and so a lot of scheduling and a lot of shit going down. But you're gonna take care of everything one step at a time, and take care of your teeth. And I will be 100%. I do have I won't be able to do any trip this month in August, too many schedules, but I will take my normal trip to Idaho, Montana, British Columbia at the beginning of September. I usually leave Labor Day or the day after. So, but in any case, we're going to take the dog for a walk, and I just want to go over that stuff with you. And wow, I can't believe I'm going in for a colonoscopy. You know, like I said, that I told them, you know, that, hey, listen, I can't believe I have to wait 2 months for this thing. It's 2 months of fucking agonizing waiting to have this thing done. Just do it and get it over. You know, I've got 2 health cards, so everything's paid for. So they know they're getting paid. So that's one reason why they said, let's do this, guy. Also, I told them, hey, listen, man, I'm going to try to find somebody that's going to be able to do it sooner. So when I said that, they said, guess what? We've got an opening on fucking Monday. You want it? They said, you got 2 health cars and you're paid for. Come on down. So in any case, we're going to get it taken care of on Monday. So a friend of mine is going to pick me up. You need to have. I'll take a lift there. It's very close to the house, as a matter of fact. But my buddy will pick me up at around 6:45. You have to have someone pick you up. You can't drive home because it's a liability thing. You just came off of anesthesia. You're gonna probably be delirious, a little bit fucking. You can't drive. That's what I'm saying. So a friend of mine will pick me up. So I'm really grateful for him to do that, and I'm gonna pass the buck along with him. He's gonna have some molars removed, and I will also. He needs a ride home, so I will be there for him, to give him a ride home on that day also. So in any case, that's it for this video. We're going to go take the dog for a walk because he's down there howling like a pimp. Okay, everything's going there. Everything is going there. We're doing some downloading of some videos to my YouTube channel at the same time. Got my sunglasses. Had pizza last night. I figure, what the hell, let's live it up. Have pizza, relax. I went to work last night. But because because of the 2 doctor visits, I wasn't really too chipper about having about going to work, you know what I'm saying? But I was pretty beat down yesterday with 2 doctor visits, a dentist visit, then the doctor visit, and all that fucking paperwork and all those fucking rules and regulations that they go over, that you have to do this, do that, do this, do that. To fill out all those paperwork, it's not fun, gentlemen. It's not fun, but at the end of the day, you got to take care of this kind of shit. Okay, we're going to throw this in the trash. I got to grab this dog's leash, and I may bitch and moan about walking this day. He's my boy. All right, I love this boy. He's going to come with me for the car ride. I got to go pick up my prescription at Costco. For the fluid that you have to drink before you have a colonoscopy. They do these shit all the time, guys. I would imagine it's a very high pain profession. Okay, you need to slow down. Hey, slow down. No. I would imagine a doctor that does colonoscopies is a pretty highly paid position. I mean, it's a pretty fucking shit job. No pun intended. A friend of mine, I was, you know, the same guy that's going to pick me up from the colonoscopy surgery. A friend of mine, he doesn't like gastroenterology jokes. Well, you know, because they're shitty jokes. No pun intended. Oh, fuck. Hey, dudes, you gotta break up the humor. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something, man. A week ago, my blood pressure at my doctor's office, very nice surroundings, very new, very, you know, bright colors. My blood pressure is 120/80 at my doctor's office. But my blood pressure at that colonoscopy office, the guy from India, you know, is drabby in there, dark gray, very depressing, very... They need to renovate, bro. They don't like to spend money renovating and doing things. If the building is functional, they don't want to update it. They just keep it drabby and dark and fucking dingy, and I can't hardly wait to see what the inside of that fucking building is where I'm gonna have the surgery done. Oh my God. Now that's a newer building, I will say that. It's certainly a recently built commercial center. It's not much older than like 10 or 15 years old at least, if that. I ride my mountain bike by this place all the time back in the day, so. But in any case, my blood pressure was extremely high. You know what I think? I think the fucking machine is broken, because there's no way my blood pressure could be that much higher than it was at my doctor's office. Their machine is broke. They don't use digital scales to weigh you. They use the old-fashioned ones, you know, with the weights and shit. They're behind the times, bro. And I'm gonna fucking have this dude do my fucking colonoscopy? Oh, son of a bitch, man. I'm gonna have it done. I did have my doctor's office try to find another doctor, and they did, but this guy was able to take me. So if I had to wait, I would go with the other guy probably. His name is Albert Mason, and obviously, you know, he's probably white Caucasian dude. Now, I'm not prejudiced or anything. I'm just saying the atmosphere of their office is very dingy, dark, and gray, and drabby, and depressing. They need to upgrade. They're very cheap. They don't want to upgrade their office and make it more stylish and more bright colors and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I guess it's just me. But anyways, we're gonna have this thing done. I did want to have my they do have to anesthetize you, and I did want to have I'm working on a living trust, so I won't have that completed. I guess I could work on it today and tomorrow, but I still have to have it notarized, and I have to go to the library and have it printed out. I don't have a printer. And, you know, I'd have to have my buddy set up the word processor so I could fill it all out at home. It's very intense, bro. It's something that takes it's going to take 3, 4, maybe 5 hours to complete that. You know, you've got to get out your I got to get the information from my nephew. I've got to get all the information on my vehicles, the VIN numbers, everything like that, which is all accessible. But at the end of the day, you know, it takes time to put that shit together. And, you know, getting it notarized is a very good idea, because that will definitely make it official. My signature on it in front of a notary makes that living trust binding. This is just something that you do, gentlemen, when you get older and you live a dangerous lifestyle. You know, I could be riding my mountain bike on a trail and I could run smack dab into a grizzly